Yo, 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 welcome. Wait. Uh. That is weird. My Spotify's not working. Oh. Devastating sound? Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's just because I did something wrong. Peak. Okay. Tonight, two things I want to happen. One, I want to be able to... hold on. I want to be able to rake in a couple more viewers than usual. And I'm going to do this by... manage videos. By turning it into a YouTube short live as well. I think I should be able to do that. I don't know though, I might be able to. That's okay. You can eat. I don't need to talk right now because I can't. I'm not saying eat. I don't mind talking. But like, I won't be able to. Okay, stream keys, what? Okay, hold on. Toe jam? What the freak am I looking at? That is probably the most peak name I think I've ever seen in my life. Okay, how do I gotta find how to get a stream key. My stream should. Okay, this is a little annoying. I can't figure out how to do this. Give me a sec, chat. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how to do this properly. I have to look at a YouTube video of all things. YouTube with OBX. YouTube Shorts. How to stream to YouTube Shorts using OBS. Please work! Holy lag. Oops, I keep on touching my mic. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've got that. Wrong thing. YouTube RTMPS. Yes, I do this. How to increase dick size. Thank you, YouTube. I needed this. I think YouTube might love me. No, I don't care about all this. that's annoying. Okay, of all things, I have to have changed the complete size of it. I have to completely change the size of my stream. These are all made 2 years. Okay, this might be the video. How to stream vertical and horizontal. Okay. I have to download a whole nother app just to do this. Wait, this is... It might... Oh no, it might end my stream. No! Wait, what the freak? No data, no nothing.
Gameplay, and also anything we want to set up. So we're right-clicking here our sources.
Wait, what'd you say? It was a hot dog, but the sausage was wrapped in bacon. That looks... That sounds really good, to be honest. Low-key, I should have done that. Okay. I love that most of the streams just can be me trying to figure out how to get what I wanted to do done. Stream key. Oh my god. I have to use a stream key of all things. I hate this. To be honest, I really just hate that. Stream key. You know what? Is it really that important? Yeah, because all these are made a little bit before, like, a recent update. I'll just have to download the app and do what I need to do some other time, I guess. Anyways. Pause the music. I have a game to play. Anyways, welcome to today's stream. Okay, a little late here, but that's okay. I hope everyone is doing good. Okay, you know what I forgot to do, chat? I forgot to open it. Oh, I forgot to change scene. Yo, I might be the smartest dude alive. I also cannot believe that we're almost to part 20. And, you know, I'm actually relatively good. To be honest, I've been doing some research for, like, firefighting and stuff. And part, like, one of what I'm researching is drugs, right? And also, I completely forgot to open it up through my launcher thing that I'm trying to do. But, like, doing the research, and I know a lot about drugs now. Like, a lot about drugs. And I'm going to share my wisdom But before I do that, how are you? I have changed scene just to do this. Hold on. Close the window. I best just put... Okay. Hold on. What the freak are we doing here? Please! Just let me move my one thing to my desktop. Can I even put this on my desktop? I might actually shoot my PC. No. It says it's already on my desktop. Oh, there it is. I might be dumb. You're great. Nice. Good stuff. It just... Okay. Thank you. It opens it up again into my, thing. So, copy to desktop. Replace file. Oh my god. I might have just completely messed up everything on my PC. Oh my god. All this just to open up my freaking game, please! I hate trying to mess with all these things that I've downloaded and messed with. Yes. Just let me open up Fuckerdale, please. Or else I'm just gonna straight up kill everybody. I don't know. Alright, good. Now it's actually working. Now. Now we're cooking. I've got some insane dialogue. I'm also wearing like really high cut shorts, which is like very unnatural for me. Like extremely unnatural for me. Anyways, just straight up start off my convo. Tonight's topic, drugs aren't good by any means. Certain drugs aren't good. There are some good drugs out there that like are... I gotta go. I probably will come back before stream ends. See you later. I guess. Anyways, but back to what I was saying, like, there are, like, prescription drugs, there are, you know, over-the-counter drugs that can help you if you need them. Now, some over-the-counter drugs can be used as, like, drugs to get high off of and blah, blah, blah. Like, some certain opioids you can get over-the-counter. NSAID, which is just a really fancy term for ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is extremely toxic in some certain doses. Higher the dose, more toxic it is. It just basically eats your stomach. That's good stuff. Real fun stuff, you know. But, like, there are other opioids too, like oxycodone, oxytocin, I think it is. I don't know how I forgot that. I've been pronouncing it correctly most of today. But I think it is oxytocin. But, like, those are, like, either really highly controlled substances or, like, you would have to go to somebody to get them. like oxytocin, you have to go to somebody to get that. That is like a street drug-ish. I think that is, at least. Now, like oxycodone, you can be prescribed that whenever you get out of the hospital. I got surgery and was prescribed oxycodone. No, it wasn't the surgery. I went to the hospital and they gave me like 1 pill of oxycodone. They were like, okay, you guys stay here now, so we keep an eye on you just in case something goes wrong when we give you this pill. I was like, okay, bet. That is probably the best I ever felt in my entire life. And I know why now, because that was a opioid. Opioids are extremely strong painkillers or muscle relaxants. But that's like basically the tip of the iceberg. There's lower tiers that I'll get to momentarily. But like right next to that is like Benadryl. That is an over-the-counter drug that is easily gotten by, you know, anybody really. I don't think they'll like willingly sell it to kids. They might. I don't know. I've never tried that before because I don't want to look suspicious, to be honest. I spent my whole life trying not to be suspicious. But like Benadryl is a very weird drug. It can make you feel tired, gives slight sedation effects in certain doses. But in a lot of doses, fuck, I messed up. A lot of times, people only use it for allergies or, I guess, sleep. I have met people who have used it just to go to sleep. But like, you got a stuffy nose. My parents used to just give me like a kid dose of like the liquid Benadryl. Be like, here, you can breathe again. Have fun breathing now. But I always kind of really enjoyed it whenever I could breathe. Also, we're using way too many heals for the first phase. But then you... What the fuck? But then you got, like, the people that, use it for, like, the hallucinogenic effects. You take enough of it, you can get, like, hallucinogenic effects. Oh, also, I probably should have stated this beforehand. This is not a guide on what to do with certain drugs, please. Do not use this as a guide, or else I would be very devastated. But it can also be extremely dangerous. It can lead to delayed breathing, which a lot of times leads to no breathing. That'd be really bad, you know. No breathing's not good. That shit kills you. But one time I took, like, not accidentally. We're gonna say on the record, I actually took way too many Benadryl one time. And I saw like shit floating around my room. Low-key was not the greatest experience of my life. But a lot of people describe Benadryl as like a gateway drug for them. Like kind of what introduces them to like the world of certain drugs and whatnot. I don't think drugs are a good idea in all reality. Opioids are bad. Some certain opioids are bad. But a lot of the times, they're only used for like over-the-counter purposes or prescription purposes. Don't use them badly. Then you have like meth, heroin, all that kind of stuff. That's like the real bad stuff. You don't want to mess around with that. meth is really kind of bad for you, to be honest. Not only, oh my god, I've dated people on meth. I've dated a person on meth. Sorry, not people. But seeing them on meth was extremely off-putting. Not on meth, but seeing a person talking about meth and slinging dope was kind of a little bit weird. Seeing meth was not a good idea, nor a good thing to experience. Now, I will say, people on meth are extremely fidgety. We were selling something to this one lady, not meth, obviously, but we were selling like a piece of furniture to this one lady. I get it all loaded up, right? And I noticed that she was talking like extremely fucking fast. And I was like, yo, why the hell are you talking so fast? I'm like, oh shit, fucking rotted out teeth, you know, just skinny as shit. And talking like 1,000 miles an hour and couldn't stand still. And I was like, oh shit, this person's all fucking meth, you know? And it's not like exactly hard to tell when people are on like the just straight up hard drugs or anything. But like this lady she was jumping from topic to topic as well. It was kind of weird. Weird experience. Didn't make any money off of that, obviously, because my parent took all the money. Fuck you. I really wanted that money. I really wanted that money. But then you got like cocaine, which is just like a really agitating drug, in my opinion. I've seen what people are like on cocaine, and it's extremely scary almost. Jonathan Davis, the Korn, all that, he made the song Twist on cocaine, I think. I think I should really look that up for a second, real quick. Look that up. Oh my god. Okay, don't open up Opera, because then it just lacks everything. Okay, whoa, what the freak? Davis on cocaine while recording Twist. He was on cocaine while recording Korn's 1998 album Follow the Leader. So just basically the entire album, he was just like high as shit on cocaine and apparently also meth. He stated that he was always smart enough to know when to put down the cocaine. Okay, yeah, whatever you say, buddy. That's what all drug addicts say. Oh no, my keyboard stopped working. Okay, anyways though, but like, if you like listen to that song, you can almost kind of tell that he was kind of on cocaine. Not kind of. You can tell he was on cocaine. It's extremely, like, high energy, high paced, aggressive sounding song. Kind of weird. And I wouldn't consider weed in this particular range that I'm putting all these drugs in. But, like, weed isn't a hard drug, in my opinion. I would consider it more of a soft drug. Because it affects the brain in a... Hold on, I wonder. Is weed a depressant or a stimulant? As far as I know, it's a it's a depressant. Okay. In my opinion, since it is a depressant and gives hallucinogenic effects, I would consider that a soft drug because I don't meet a whole lot of people who would say that they were addicted to weed. And it's also a lot of people's, like, go-to drug, you know. I see a lot of people doing weed, to be honest. Especially here in Arkansas, you can go anywhere and see somebody doing weed, to be honest. But you can also go anywhere here in Arkansas and see somebody, like, just high off their fucking brains and meth. Go to any, like, Dollar General or gas station around here, and somebody is high off their minds on meth. But, like, I don't know, weed can be monitored really well. Because to, like, make weed, it's kind of hard-ish. You gotta have a weed farm, you gotta have the certain lighting. You gotta be able to get the certain lighting, which I think, as far as I know, that's kind of hard to get, because you need a certain light to do that. I think. I don't know. I could be completely wrong about that. But, fuck, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, weed, that's what I was talking about. Like, drugs that have been banned. Like, you tend to see, like, an uprise in people overdosing on them. Like heroin. Like, a lot of the places that have banned it, like California and all that. Like, you can go around the streets and see people in fucking tents and shit overdosing on, like, weed and fent. And, like, it's insane thing to see it happens, to be honest. It's not good by any means. I saw something today, and it was a dude. He asked, like, a dude who was, like, had done heroin and fent out on the streets in, like, some place where it's just being fucking overrun by, like, the junkies and shit. He was like, yo, should they, like, ban these drugs, or should they just keep them legal? Because at the moment, it was legal, but they were outlawing it. This was back 2024. And he goes, I think they shouldn't have ever made it legal in the first place. But he also said that, oh shit, what did he say? I can't quite remember. Hold on, think for a second here. Oh, he said that, like, to make an example, to, like, set an example of what's gonna happen and maybe try and stop it, don't outlaw it, but he said to let the people overdose on the street. Like, don't revive them, don't give them Narcan, that shit. And then, like, other junkies will see that and, like, think, oh shit, they ain't gonna fucking revive me or shit like that if, you know, I overdose. Which I think, in my opinion, a lot of junkies out there probably wouldn't want to be wouldn't want to be, revived or given Narcan. That's just my opinion, though. Now, then again, there's also the other side of that. There's a lot of junkies out there that are probably like, yeah, I kind of want to get over this addiction and get my life back together, get my shit together, my shit straight. Oh, fuck. Okay. And they're probably like, yeah, revive me, and yeah, I'll stop, and then they just get right back on. There's no real repercussions, you know, you go to rehab, you do all that shit, but there's no one keeping you fucking accountable, you know. There's no one there saying, holding your hand, taking you through it. And then there's like another side to this, actually. There's a third side here. And it's actually, stringing back to meth and all that, I've met, I don't know, maybe 2 people in my life. They weren't junkies. One of them, they both weren't junkies. One of them considered themselves junkie and the other didn't, right? One of them was only doing a little bit of meth. Still illegal, you know, I don't agree with doing drugs, okay? But wasn't quite, you know, a junkie, or not even close to being a junkie. He was, you know, smoking a shit ton of weed and wanted something stronger. And he calls himself a junkie, right? He did a shit ton of time in fucking prison for that shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, dude, you're not a fucking junkie. You were somebody who just got caught doing something stronger, of all things. Like, walk in, bro. Make sure nobody's in there. Oh, no one's in the stream. That sucks. That's okay. People will watch this one of these days and think, holy shit, Leland actually knows what he's fucking talking about. But then again, like, on the other hand, on the contrary, I've got, like, a parent out there who swears on his life he's not a fucking junkie, but fucking is. Oh, that's probably the best I've ever done on a fucking attack. Anyways. Like, I mean, people on drugs are just insane. And then you have, like, those, like, scary drugs, like Molly and all that. Or, I mean, it's not scary, to be honest. But, like, I mean, it's not scary. Anybody on drugs, man, it's kind of scary. Including nicotine. Nicotine is a drug as well. Caffeine is a drug. No, I was getting so close. Okay, what the goon. But like, heroin, fentanyl, all that shit. It's all scary stuff, to be honest. But we're not gonna dig too far into my past with drugs, because I have zero room to speak on whether, on, like, you know. Fuck, never mind. Completely scrapped that idea. Weed, low-key, was a bad idea. Opioids, low-key, still a bad idea. Alcohol was a terrible idea. Oh yeah, alcohol also is a drug, since it's a depressant. It affects your system in certain ways. We messed up already. Let me start over. Anything that affects your system, whether it be a depressant or a stimulant, it's a drug. Some are really highly, what's the word? Restricted, or, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? It'll come to me later, but, and then you have, like, other drugs that are, like, normal. Caffeine, you can find that anywhere, like, actually anywhere. Like, I drink caffeine every day. To be honest, I can say that I'm addicted to caffeine. I can not proudly say that, but I can say that. To be honest, I would like to see more of a, like, restriction on meth. Or, no, not more. Less of a restriction on meth and more of a restriction turned over to alcohol. Because I can, like, yeah, a lot of people here in Arkansas are on meth. But, like, maybe if they take the pressure off of people who are on meth, and like put that over to people who are like drinking extremely heavily, you know, intoxicated people, wreaking havoc upon Arkansas and, you know, the world, I guess, actually the entire world. I think that might give like everyone a little bit of a break almost, make people's jobs easier, you know. But like, it's a lot of the like little drugs, I guess that could be said. But like the drugs people kind of gloss over, like alcohol, meth. To be honest, I mean, somebody's mom hears the word meth, and they automatically think, "Oh shit, fucking junkie," you know. I can see that because I lived with a person like that, but they kind of changed after they married somebody, a felon. Which actually, funny story. I'll just say this out here. My nana ridiculed felons her like entire fucking life, and was like, "Oh, I could never associate myself with a felon." Blah, blah, blah. Proceeds to just straight up marry one. Let me start over. I still think that's kind of funny. Anytime she ridicules me for being gay or some shit like that, or, you know, associating myself with gay people or felons or anybody like that, anybody of the not perfect sorts, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, how you're married to one? My opinion. Let's switch over to the topic from drugs to just felons, I guess. I think certain felons, depending on the crime and the violence of the crime, I suppose. Let me start over. I think that their charges should be dropped after a while for some certain people. Like, people who did their time in, like, prison, all of that, for, like, I don't know, slight minor drugs. Like, you got caught with, like, maybe a quarter, half an ounce of weed on you. Oh, fuck, you know. That's really bad, you know, in the eyes of, like, the cops or something. Like, oh, shit, you know, that's insane. I'm getting paid for this, so you're getting, like, I don't know, 4 years in prison. I don't know how long the actual sentence for, like, having a quarter or a half ounce of weed on you is. But I think people like that, like, if they do their time, like, they shouldn't have had to do that much time in the first place, because unless they had, like, complete intent to distribute out said drug on them, I don't think they should have gotten that much time in the first place. But if they did that time anyways, they shouldn't have any charges or, like, any restrictions put on, like, you can't own a gun or something like that. I think it's a little stupid. Because then again, you can't own a gun and can't be, like, around, like, you can't have guns in your house and all that, or ammunition. You can't be in the possession of ammunition, fireworks, or anything like that. I think it's a little stupid. I don't think people should have to deal with that. It's affected my life, to be honest. I own guns. My father, or my stepfather, is a felon, and I can't have a gun lying around. I have to have it locked up. I think that's stupid, because he wasn't a violent person. He barely had any drugs on him, like, I swear. But dude did 11 years, right? You know, was released, I think he was released on paper, which means basically he did all his time, he did everything he was supposed to, and then some, actually. And then comes out, has to pay monthly fees, shit ton of fees, can't own a gun. I have to be careful with mine. Like, come on, man, dude. Just, he didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. Or no, he did. He shouldn't have been doing drugs. I'll say that. But he didn't have any intent to sell them. So, either way. But that's none of my business. That's his. But like, then you have, like, the flip side of that. You have people who were either on drugs or had drugs on them and had full intent to like distribute them and give them to other people, yeah, they shouldn't be able to own guns. But you know, I think instead of cracking down on like people who have drugs and all that, crack down on the people who are giving them those drugs. You'll get more progress by like cutting it off at the root of the problem than cutting off the problems themselves. Because, like, I'll give you guys a really cool little analogy here that I'm gonna make up. Some fuck-ass kid at school's giving my kid, like, hold on, they're both teenagers, right? Some kid at this school is giving my kid pictures of naked people. And is having my kid pay for them. Also, we did not use any heals. Holy shit. This might be the run. But, right, making them pay for them. Rather than taking my kid out of the school, take the kid that is giving out the pictures completely out of school. Because then, who's there to give out pictures? Nobody. No one's there to give out pictures. Alright, so then you've kind of eliminated your problem. My kid's no longer be getting pictures. Problem's gone. That can arise another problem though. They just go looking for another person to give them said stuff, which in this case would be drugs or the pictures I was talking about. Also, I'd like to say that this is not at all relevant to my life or anybody's life actually. Just something I have completely made up. But like, cut it off at the root of the problem, and typically you're not going to have any more problems. Oh shit, I bet we can. Hold on. I might be the worst playing this game. Okay, but either way though, drugs all in all really aren't a good thing, like at all. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. I'm actually gonna die. Hold on, I know I can't do this, but okay, yeah, I hate this game. But quite frankly, yeah, drugs aren't good. But I'd say, if I had to rank them, like worst, probably worst drug ever. Top 2. Fentanyl and heroin. And like right under that is probably any opioids. Especially water-soluble opioids. It makes it easier for people to consume and get it into them. Blah, blah, blah. All that shit. Either way. But that was actually a really good run on with that Undertale. That was really good. With that Undertale. You know, I might be onto something. Now, to change up the little thing here, just real quick, like the change up the topic, something just a little bit more okay, I guess, like, you know, some people are a little bit more okay-ish talking about. Music. I love music, to be honest. I'm really contemplating just straight up seeing if I can't mute Undertale. Figuring out how to maybe mute it, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Properties of this game. Copyrights. No. Created. Oh, I can see what the exact time and date that I've downloaded it. That's pretty cool, but I can't make it quiet. Like I can't mute the entire thing. That kind of does suck. That's sad. I would really like to see if I could play Minecraft. Hold on. Real quick, put her on that. Music. Ooh. If I could play Minecraft, I'd be happy. That means I gotta add another fucking scene. Shit. Minecraft. Oh. Okay. Fixed it. Also, for some reason, like, my music glitch is completely glitchy. Oh my god! Oh. Like, everything is glitching out. Okay, Spotify, stop doing that. My entire PC is bugging because I tried to open up one game. Drop frames. All of my frames are gone. Okay, all of my frames are back. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Remove that. Just remove Minecraft. Because that sucks. Okay. Low-key, Doom 64 is a really fun game, to be honest. We might change up stream just so I can play Doom 64. Either way. Yeah, we're gonna change